Now, when was the last time you went to a shop and paid by cheque? Well, it's probably quite a while ago, as many high street stores will no longer accept them. Well, now banking experts are predicting that cash may be about to go the same way. But how will we pay for things like a cup of coffee if we don't have a pocketful of loose change? Our technology correspondent Rory Keston-Jones has been finding out.
Just what do you call money these days? Is it a handful of coins and notes, or are cards taking over? And are some forms of money coming to the end of their lives, like the cheque, 350 years old this year?
The use of cheques has been declining progressively for some time. The main substitution is the growth of electronic payments.
It's not just cheques that are under threat from cards. Next month, Barclays will start issuing contactless debit cards, which allow you to make payments under £10 without entering a PIN number. And this is not just about cards. The contactless technology in these is now being transferred to these too. There's a growing feeling that the mobile phone could become the digital wallet of the future.
The time factor plays a key role in the process of getting a product from its manufacturer to its point of sale, because time is money. RFID, radio frequency identification, is a new technology that significantly increases the efficiency of this process chain. With RFID, data are transferred without physical contact. In addition, RFID helps positively identify shipping units.
Cool. Yeah.
So before the team implant an RFID tag into an unlucky volunteer and scan them with an MRI to see if the implant explodes, let's find out more about this new and booming technology from expert Ron Godovic.
Radio frequency ID is a technology that uses a reader that sends out a signal to a tag, and that tag actually reacts to that reader and sends back information about whatever the tag is on.
So an object or mythbuster that you want to identify is stuck with an RFID tag, which contains a microchip and antenna. Then, using radio waves, a reader can remotely detect and retrieve the information on the chip.
Is it the way of the future or just another fad? Seems some people are considering throwing away keys to the house and car in favor of a computer chip implanted in the wrist. A wave of the hand and the door opens right before their eyes. But as Jennifer Kirby reports, this apparent trend has its critics.
Keith Kennedy always hated fumbling with his keys. Now he only uses one thing for all the doors he needs to unlock.
Access granted.
It's an electronic chip implanted in his wrist.
Basically, it's just it's convenient. I'm a little bit more comfortable with having more security to my house, my car, and my business.
His business is a body piercing shop, but his passion is this new chip. He worked with a computer expert to develop the software. The chips work like swipe cards. Electronic readers identify people by their codes. A system can cost up to $10,000.
Basically, everything goes in.
Larissa Kraft got a chip to get into her house.
I have to spend 5-10 minutes going through my bag to find my keys. That's no longer an issue.
It looks like an ordinary Friday evening, except this is nightclubbing 21st century style. No driver's license needed. All you need to get into this club is your index finger. It takes about 60 seconds to log in your personal details, have a photo taken and scan your fingerprint. Then you're in.
Once you enter the premises, it picks up my screen, and I've already registered a few weeks ago, so it's just brought my details up, and the licensing now knows if there's any previous incidents recorded.
Finally from us this evening, technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout. In Mexico, this will be one more tool in the fight against crime. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
It's maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden, high-tech identification tag.
They're the access codes to your drop spot.
Now, Mexico's Attorney General and 160 of his deputies have had microchips implanted in their arms. to control access to the country's new Criminal Investigation Center. It is to provide access, said the Attorney General, to the right people in exclusive areas where there is valuable, sensitive information. The microchip, the size of a grain of rice, is injected under the skin and gives off a low-frequency radio wave. A scanner reads each chip's identification number to verify an official's security clearance.
The microchip is tamper-proof, it's secure, no one can take your microchip and use it to their advantage to gain access to your facility.
The chip, developed by Applied Digital Solutions, is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs. In humans, it can have several uses.
Little stick.
The chips can also be programmed to carry medical information. The one in this patient details his blood type, allergies, and the fact he has Alzheimer's disease.